Let's look at the internal audit reports, still continuing with internal audit in auditing. So the formal internal audit report is supposed to include the following. First is the terms of reference. Terms of reference, we mean the scope and then limitations of the internal audit. Then secondly, it must include the executive summary, and the executive summary shows the background to assignment, then the objectives, the major outcomes, the key risks identified, key action points, and then the summary of work left to do. Then there is the body report that shows everything about the internal audit, like what took place. Then appendices for additional information, like how it was carried out, showing the date and then the activity, stuff like that. Usually in an internal audit report, their findings is in a format is similar to that of the management letter. So a draft report is made and it is discussed at an exit meeting. They discuss the findings and then the associated recommendations. Then the internal audit report is supposed to be dated and marked as a draft or final, and then include a distribution list, like the people who are supposed to receive that report. Yeah, like it should have a date and then it should be stated whether it's a draft or a final report. And then it is supposed to be addressed to the board of directors or equivalent, and then copies are sent to the affected managers and then the external auditor. Let's look at outsourcing internal audit. Like you hire an audit firm to do internal auditing for you. So what are the advantages that come with this? First is that the service provider has good quality staff. Like the person that you're hiring, since it's their job, so they have good quality staff to do the work. Then it is likely to cost less than setting up a department, because setting up a department you need a lot of things. Then it ensures team with specialist skills and then qualifications. Of course, when you hire a company, they will assign people who have skills and then qualifications to do the work. Then it provides an immediate team. In case it's an emergency, they can be able to do it real quick. Then can be appointed for an appropriate time scale. You can appoint them like whenever you feel like it's appropriate for them to do the work. And when the work is done, you let them go. Then the disadvantages is the cost of recruiting staff, like the service provider. You have to pay them to come and do the work for you. Then the need for staff of a particular skill or qualification. You have to make sure that they give you people that have particular skills or qualifications to do the work. Then the difficulty of managing an internal audit department. And lastly, there is an extended time frame between setup and then results.